Hello everyone, welcome to the second half of today's stream. This is going to be a late night one, finishing off Mega Man Legends here. So yeah, I was talking earlier about my fucked up circadian rhythm or whatever, and how my brain seems to work a little bit better at night. Let's put that notion to the test, I guess, and see if I don't know, play better or something, since this is a late night stream. I haven't streamed at like around this time in ages. I guess that's not entirely true. I've had streams go this late fairly regularly, but I've never actually started up a stream at like midnight. So let's see how it goes. I imagine it'll go just fine, because we're just playing Mega Man Legends, which is one of my favorite games.
So much power that the world never need fear running out of energy. Seeking this mother lode, diggers travel from one.
You know what? I'm just gonna let this opening narration here play out, just because it cracks me up. They're flying machines.
Hope.
Actually, yeah, we'll take a drink too.
Charity.
I actually ended up getting this started up. Yeah, get that right next to the microphone so that we can all enjoy the sound of my can being cracked. So yeah, I was gonna do a stream right after work, but I ended up going over to my parents' house, visiting with my sister, parents, family, all that. So that went a bit late, so the stream is a bit late, which is perfectly fine by me, because like I said, I prefer streaming late. It's honestly not going to be too long that we spend here. Oh, also, I did spend a little bit of time messing with the settings here. So you can see we got our internal resolution jacked up a little bit, so things are looking a little bit rounder, a little bit higher res. Very crisp looking. I think it brings out the colors very nicely. I've increased the color depth too, whatever that does. I think we want to go to the R&D room and switch back to our machine gun. Oh, also, do we have any new items? That's fine, we just want to switch to machine gun. I don't know, maybe the unupgraded active buster might actually be better than the fully upgraded machine gun. I don't know, but we spent the money to upgrade this thing, so I think we're gonna, you know, get our money's worth. Oh, okay. She won't accept gifts unless she's in the mechanic shop or whatever. It really wasn't that nice looking. We didn't even have the up-res textures when we grabbed it. I don't think it's pretty. How is that a mean thing to say? Is my morality going down? Am I gonna get black armor if I just keep on insulting this flower? No, we skip right to the ring. Must have missed the... Oh, that's right. The music box is a reward from one of the TV station minigames. Is it really that nice, though? Is it really special? Kind of disappointing how they give you a slightly different dialogue option, but her response is still the same. How would I even know if she's wearing it? She's got gloves on all the time. I did switch to the machine gun, right? I'll just assume that I did. So there's a flower here whether you give her the flower or not. I guess it's just a different flower that she has. I don't think she has the ring anywhere, that the ring is anywhere in her room though. Like she said, she's wearing it all the time. I guess there's nothing else for us to do but, yeah, do the air fight. We were done with the ruins, right? I'm pretty sure we were. Do we want to see this one? Yeah, this is a fun scene. We'll watch this one. Oh yeah, Teasel's having a good time. See, didn't I tell you this would be fun?
It's the bonds.
Now that he's opened the main gate for us, we don't need to keep him around any longer. Time to blow him and that ship of his to Kingdom Come! All port cannons, prepare to fire! Fire!
Weirdly enough, this music doesn't appear anywhere else in the game outside of this cutscene, and yet for all of the Mega Man Legends appearances and a bunch of other Capcom like crossover games and stuff, this background music pops up everywhere. Like I think this is what was it? It was one of the Capcom like versus games, one of the fighting games where you can play as, it's either Tron Bon or it's the Legends version of Mega Man, and this is the theme song that they use. I think they also use it in the strategy game. I think it's Namco x Capcom. There's a version of this song in that one too. Ooh, very exciting. Got a friggin' dogfight going on here.
That little ship's faster than she looks. Launch the Drox! Don't let him get away! Let's see you escape this time.
Okay, so we gotta fight the big green toy ship now.
A large number of little ships closing in on us. Mega Man, can you take them out?
No problem, Roll.
So this can actually be difficult your first time through the game until you realize what the trick is.
Mission start!
Or actually, let's get some Buster range. Oh shit, when did we grab this? Yeah, so the trick here is that the ships are all kind of based around going in front of you. Like, you can target them, but it's not really worth it, because, yeah, it's kind of meant to be a shooting gallery like this. Now that he's the only one left, we might as well get him. But yeah, as long as you just keep facing the rear of the ship, you can just pick them off as they fly in front of you. If you try to, like, target fire them and go circling all over the place, it's a bit more frustrating.
Roll, they're right on top of us.
I'm on it, Mega Man. Here we go!
Impossible! They shot down all the Drox! But they bought us enough time to catch up with Blue Boy there! Huh? Where'd they go? They're gone!
Diesel, they're underneath us!
Oh hey, Tron made it to the bridge.
Underneath? They couldn't have! They must have discovered our weak spot! Battle stations! It looks like they're serious. They want to go out fighting just like cornered rats. On your toes, everyone!
Roger.
What did he say?
Okay, Mega Man, now it's our turn. Take out their weak points
Oh,
one by
wrong
one.
way. Oh no, no, that was the right way. Oh, I guess we don't really get that much time to shoot at it. I think we go left first.
Aim for the underside and the engines
Oop.
on their wings. The armor should be thinner there.
I can't believe that actually worked. Looks like we're going right.
That's it, Mega Man. It's working. Keep it up.
Diesel! There's a fire in Block 2! I'm sealing it off!
What? Gunners! What do you think you're doing? Knock them out of the sky!
There we go.
Another hit? What kind of
Oh, does that not
firepower
skip
is
the
burning
cannons?
on this
Okay, it
little
totally
ship?
does. There's a very similar fight to this in Mega Man Legends 2, where you're fighting a train.
What? They're still flying.
I don't know why I felt the need to bring that up, but there we go.
Where could it be?
Actually, yeah, let's not stand there.
Aim for that propel marker. That has to be it.
Mission complete!
Oh shit, my life shield's broken. Yeah, that was really bad that I got hit there.
Mega Man, if we're not careful, we'll be caught in the explosion. We've got to get out of here.
Right.
You didn't think you'd be able to take care of us that easily, did you? But they still managed to get me. I can't move my arm. It's up to you, Tron. Get him!
Leave it to me, Teasel. He's gone too far this time. No more playing around.
Alright, let's play around. Oh shit. Tron means business. Yeah, just a couple more of those and I think we've got it. Or like, you know, 5 or 6 more of those. Man, this must be a really annoying fight for speedrunning. Ah, shit, where'd she go? There we go. Simple enough.
I'm sorry, Teasel. I lost.
Aww.
Don't worry your pretty little head over it, Tron. We tried our best, but sometimes your best isn't good enough.
Ain't that the truth?
We lost fair and square. That's life.
I actually kind of fell for this. My first time through the game. They kind of play it up here as if you just fucking murdered them.
They did eject, didn't they?
I don't think so.
Maybe. Maybe we should have taken it easier on them.
Maybe.
Yeah, I totally thought they were dead my first time playing this game, and it made me kind of sad. Conversation partner. So I don't know what that... There seems to be a thing about... in Japanese games I've noticed about talking to cactuses. Or I guess it's... No, I think I've seen it in a few different games. There's this, where he mentions talking to the cactus right here. In Legend of Mana, the way you save your game is by talking to your pet cactus. So I wonder if there's some common source for all of these. If, like, was the conversation cactus like a fad in Japan in the mid to late 90s? Or are all of them explicit references to Spike from the Peanuts comic strips, where he's out in the desert talking to his cactus friend? I bet you that's it, actually, because from what I understand, Charlie Brown and Snoopy are really popular in Japan. I don't know what he said, but sure. Incidentally, Spike is like my spirit animal. He's like my favorite character in anything ever. I've basically only ever used two forum avatars, or just internet pictures in general, to represent myself. Pentaro from the Parodius series, and Spike from the Peanuts comic strips. My life shield is still busted.
Hey, what do you think you're doing?
Oops.
Whoops.
Get out of here now! Next time, knock before opening the door.
Everyone's favorite
Sorry,
scene.
Roll.
That is such a random thing for them to just have in there all of a sudden for no reason. I think it's a limited, almost like an Easter egg, like a limited time thing too. The only way you get that scene, I'm pretty sure, is by immediately going back into a room right after clearing the airplane event without leaving the ship. And then everyone loved it so much that they brought the same scene back in the sequel, only turned up the skeeviness to like 11. Oh, and Mega Man Legends 2, it's actually hilarious. So you the walking in on roll changing or whatever scene. I can't remember exactly how you unlock it. I think you need to buy all of the furniture for the Flutter. It costs a bunch of money, and then your reward is, Mega Man walks in on roll changing. Only his reaction is a bit different in Legends 2. It actually plays he does a little fist pump and plays the little victory, "You got a thing" fanfare after you walk out of a room, and it's kind of, skeevy. I think that's all we needed in here. Oh yeah, bomb schematic. That's where you get your grenade parts from. So yeah, if you use the bomb schematic to make the big grenade, you can do that third ruin without having to backtrack. Huh. Okay, there we go. I did go find another ROM dump online of this game, and I thought that it improved things, like the game's running a bit more smoothly. I noticed, enough so that I was able to turn on all of the new features and filters and whatnot to make it look nicer. She says that, but it's pretty misleading. I think the only wall inside the ruins it can actually blow up is that one ceiling in that third ruin. Oh, she can actually take you to the main gate, even though we haven't been there yet. Do we want to go to the main gate already? I think we do. We're going to be done even faster than I thought here. Like, this is it. This is the final dungeon we're going into. Maybe we'll play a little bit of Tome after this, depending on, I don't know, how tired I am. Also, the music in this dungeon is awesome, too, compared to all the just kind of atmospheric background noise in all the other ones.
Mega Man, be careful. I don't like the looks of this place.
Yeah, that's kind of Roll's catchphrase right there, I think. I don't like the look of this.
It's a spiral, and it goes down a long way, too.
Ooh. I think that's actually unlimited energy. I'll just have a look at it. Oh, I forgot to use my freaking adapter plug. That's right, we got 3 slots now. Ooh. So this is just a strict upgrade over what we've got. Yeah, more attack, please. And I think we just take probably Energy Rapid. This is pretty cool. We got our yellow pea shooter back. The classic Buster. I think that's a really nice touch. I bet you that's deliberate. So the thing... there are different stats affect the look of your Buster gun in different ways. And your attack stat is what affects the color. And once you max out your attack, you get the yellow bullets. Just like classic Mega Man. How does Mega Man know any of this? It's like, oh, subsidies. That means that we're activating the living quarters on the surface. Like, what? Of course, there's actually a good reason why he would know that if he's getting his memories back or something, but... you don't really find out about all that until the sequel. I think there's something important over in this little crevice, in this area over here. It's kind of an optional side area. There's nothing we need to complete the game back here. Ooh, that was close. Photo finish there. Oh, but you know, there's 3 of them. Just like in that boss fight. Okay. Little slow on the draw that time. Those guys still do tons of damage. I guess I never did upgrade my armor to the... actually, even to the 2nd tier. We've still got the first set of armor right now. I might have to fix that before we go to the final boss. Ooh, that sounds promising. And there's the drill. So with that, we can basically explore all the ruins on the island now. Which I don't know, maybe I'll just do that. Maybe instead of playing another game after we beat the game here, I'll just go exploring. Just, you know, kind of live in this world for a little bit longer. Oh, this is a destructible wall. Nothing to see here. This is actually one of the best ways to farm money right here, is to just keep entering and exiting that door over there and killing this stray dog over and over again. We aren't going to be doing that because I don't really have anything in particular to save up money for. We've only collected like 2 special weapons on this run. This is the one part of the game where I got stuck the longest my first time through. I don't know what it was, some kind of mental block. But I did not ever think to try entering through the big garage door here. The big 88.
Wow, that's pretty big. I wonder what it is. Wait, that mark.
Teasel, you better not be eating that entire pizza yourself.
True story, I totally ate an entire pizza myself right before the stream.
Hey, you!
Her reaction here is just adorable.
Do you
So
know
is his,
what
for that
happened to us
matter.
thanks to you? I thought I was going to die. Huh?
This game is just adorable all over.
Alive. That's wonderful.
What?
He's holding your hand.
Let go of me. What do you
That's
think
like going all the
you're
way
doing?
in an
Don't
anime.
touch me.
What the hold up, Prawn? If you don't hurry up, there's not going to be any pizza left. Huh? You. What are you doing here? Tron? Hurry up, get on board. It's time to
You know, they
activate.
were gonna make a Red Ash anime, weren't they? Now that I think of it.
This robot is my masterpiece. You're
Man, it's a
welcome
shame.
to
Like,
try
everything
and stop
behind
us.
just the concept and the
But you
idea
won't
of
stand a chance.
Red
This
Ash, I
time.
think, was so great. I love the idea of doing an updated Mega Man Legends, kind of maintaining the spirit of it, but not necessarily
Thanks for
just
waiting,
doing a straight
Teasel.
sequel
Let's
set in the same
go.
universe and everything.
Everyone
Kind of
ready?
like a
We're moving
new thing that carries on the spirit and the tradition of Mega Man Legends. And they were doing an anime too, which I always thought that Mega Man Legends would make a fantastic anime.
It's powering up.
It's just, you know, it's yeah, Inafune and what are they called? Concept or whatever. So it's probably gonna be shit. It's not gonna be shit, but it's gonna be pretty mediocre. If any of those things ever come out at all. So this is pretty intimidating. All those guns all over him, and I think he only ever fires, yeah, just the 2 on his ankles. This is actually kind of a hard boss fight, and actually if you, in fact this is maybe the hardest one in the game. And if you play the game on hard mode, the life bar basically extends across the entire screen, which is really just cool. I don't know why, but one of my favorite little gimmicks in games is to just, like, just tricksy ways to represent the enemy's strength by doing shit with their life bars. It's just like you got this one fight here where the life bar just stretches across the entire screen. He actually still has less health. So his health bar is bigger than the final boss, but he actually ends up having less health overall just because he takes more damage. Oh yeah, I was going to use my machine gun here. Ooh, but I can't aim the machine gun. Oh, that's dirty. I can't actually use the machine gun here. Because I can't aim the damn thing. Actually, maybe I don't need to. There we go, that's the way you do it. Actually, I got an even better way to do it. It's fine, this will be fine. No, it won't. We're fucking this up. Oh yeah, there we go. I wish this fight were a bit more involved. I think I love the idea of a fight that would use the entire city arena here, because there's like a whole section of the city that you just kind of don't use for this fight. Also, I'm gonna die in one hit. Oh, fuck. Okay, this is gonna be close. Ah! Okay, stay away from the ankles so I don't get the bombs shot at me. Ooh, that was a homing shot. Almost bit the bullet there. That's not what that phrase means. Okay, that's got him. Well, that was harrowing. He's just kind of standing there with this dumb look on his face. It's like, well, this is awkward.
Okay, Blue Boy, I must know. What's your name?
Me? My name is Mega Man. Mega Man Volnut.
Mega Man, is it? You know, I've been in this business a long time.
I guess the
This is
reason why
first
the
time anyone's ever given me this much
the
trouble.
Bruno fight
Yet
doesn't
it feels
span
so
the
somehow
entire
by you like this.
Old
Almost
Town
as
area
if
here is because if you gave him the freedom to walk around, he could destroy the buildings, and there's no mechanism in place for you to repair
I can face
the Old
facts.
Town
I
buildings.
lost you one. I'm gonna try to forget this entire incident. Ah, it feels good to say that. My heart feels as clean as the blue sky on a cloudless day.
Again, when I was a kid, I totally bought this and thought he was just gone for good, and we weren't going to see him again.
Wait!
But yeah, looking at it now, yeah, it's kind of the fakery is kind of obvious. He's laying it on a bit thick there.
Then, does this mean I'll never see him again?
Tron. Once he finds the treasure, we'll wait for our chance and take it from him.
What?
You didn't think I was going to just walk away, did you?
I think he's supposed to be giving her a thumbs up here, except because of the way the character models are done. Nobody actually has individualized fingers. Everyone just walks around like this all the time.
One way or the other.
Oh. So, actually, I think they take away the dogs from this area right after the Bruno fight. But yeah, there's totally dogs in this. There they are. So yeah, if you get close to them, they'll actually wake up and run at you. And since it's a town area, you don't actually have your gun. You gotta kick them, which is a bit tricky. And you take damage if they crash into you. So this dog's actually gonna fucking kill me, and I regret this decision. So yeah, thankfully, we can call the support car. Roll, save me! Except it's not Roll who's actually gonna save me, it's Data. Did we get any stuff from the final dungeon? I don't remember. Doo-doo-doo. Oh yeah, we got our drill, obviously. Right, this is the one that gives you, just gives you infinite energy. I think there's one for each stat that just pumps that stat to the max. I'm getting a bit tired of the machine gun, so I think we're going to take another special weapon here, but I don't know which one. Good old grenade, maybe? I remember testing this out as a kid. The Grand Grenade actually sucks. It has, very low energy, doesn't even do that much damage. The main benefit is that it's got a big AoE, and it can blow up that one wall in that one ruin. If I want to mess around with grenades, I think I'm going to want to mess around with the original grenade. We got the attack maxed out already. This thing's actually pretty cheap to upgrade. Oh, that's it. We got it maxed out. Yeah, we missed a bunch of special weapons on this run. Honestly, I probably missed a bunch of special weapons my first time through the game. There's a lot of really obscure side quests you can find in town that aren't that easy to uncover if you don't know exactly how to get them. I think this grenade would be really good if I had upgraded it a lot earlier in the game. Right now, I think it's actually worse damage than just our regular buster. Also, I really like these sub-city areas. Just like the atmosphere, the starry sky. Robots running amok all over the place. The second one is even cooler. It's also one of the best Zenny farming spaces in the whole game. I need to find something with a health bar so I can actually test out the damage on these grenades. Okay, I think the grenades do more damage than the buster. So you do have to hunt down all of the enemies in these sub-cities. Okay, I guess that's kind of the weakness of the grenades, is they're tough to aim. Also, those guys go down really fast, even to buster shots. I wonder if the grenade's actually better or not. Also, these sub-cities make a really good testing ground for your different special weapons. I think I saw a thing over here. This is the annoying part. There we go. One more tank.
Huh? That sounded like a door opening somewhere. Better take a look around.
Mega Man must have really good hearing, because I did not hear a thing.
Got it! I better get back.
Also, as with every other ruin in the game, our objective in the end to get to the end of the main gate is to find 3 keys. Every single dungeon in the game, find 3 keys. I think even most of the ones in Legends 2 work that way. My goodness, this cider is actually stronger than I expected. Or I guess the can's bigger than I thought, too. 500 milliliters. Also, yeah, if you go around town and talk to people, they're all freaking out about the big black cubes sprouting out of the ground. There we go, this is the one. This one's actually a lot more difficult than the first one. Oh yeah, now would have been a good time to go get that armor. At least if I hadn't, you know, wasted all of my money on grenade upgrades. Oh, I can't actually get him because, yeah, most of his body is actually above. I don't know what I'm trying to say here. I just think without, I don't plan out my sentences before I say them. I didn't know how I was gonna, whatever. Turns out that, yeah, my nighttime brain is no better than the daytime one. So if you ever want to farm up enough Zenny to upgrade all your weapons and stuff, this eventually becomes your most efficient way to farm money. But you need a good weapon to do it. Yeah, it actually takes kind of a long time to get through all these guys, unless you have like some crazy overpowered weapon like the fully upgraded Shining Laser. Active Buster is good for this place too.
Huh? That sounded like a door opening somewhere. I better take a look.
Well, that was a lot of money, so I can probably afford that armor now.
That's two.
Oh, and so even though the enemies are all gone, now if I exit and come back down here, they'll all respawn, so you don't have to do anything stupid like avoid clearing out the whole area to be able to farm it. Actually, yeah, let's just go to the junk store. See what junk they've got in stock now. We're basically at the end game right now. We got one sub-city and then just straight to the final boss. Oh, I should have saved my game. Just, yeah, save your game right before every screen transition. So this is decent stuff, but not amazing. Not worth it. I will take that Kevlar. That one's maybe a bit expensive. Hey there, Phase 10. What is happening? We are just finishing up Mega Man Legends right here. I played through most of the game earlier today, and I kind of wanted tomorrow free for podcasts and Final Fantasy Tactics and all that, so I figured we'd just do a late night stream for a couple hours to finish this up. I mean, we're not coming back here, so I might as well spend the rest of my money right now. Oh yeah. Yeah, we're doing a 4-job Fiesta run right now, as it happens, if you pay attention to the FF5 4-job Fiesta annual charity event. Basically, if you know what that is, we're doing the same challenge, same stipulations and everything, only we're playing Final Fantasy Tactics instead of FF5. I think I just pump up on extra packs, to be honest. Oh, the one on YouTube, really? Okay, that's cool. Not a lot of people watch my YouTube stuff, so that's pretty cool. I never did end up finishing that one. We got stuck on, like, the one most obvious place where any type of Final Fantasy Tactics run is gonna get stuck. What was the full party? Anyways, I remember Ramza was an archer. Yeah, the Y graph fight, yeah. Or it's a 3-parter. You got kind of an easy fight at the castle gates against Malak, I think. And then 1v1 with Y graph. And then Velius is the second half of that fight. And then after all that, you've got the rooftop fight against the Marquis and his assassin harem, which you can potentially lose, like, before you even get a turn, because you have to protect Rafa on that one. I think we're pretty well set to just win the game right now. I think it's actually going to be faster to just jet skate to Uptown rather than taking the support car. But yeah, the full party, it was Archer. I remember having Oracle. Yeah, it was Archer, Oracle, Bard. And I can't remember, some kind of fighter class. Oh no, it was Thief. That's right, it was Thief. What the hell, I forgot there was a boss in here. It looks like he's got like a big smiley face. Also, his feet are moving, but he's not actually going anywhere. Oh, okay, yeah, he's stopping every few steps to spawn enemies. Let's not let him do that. This is actually kind of an annoying boss fight to just do with the Buster, because he closes up right as soon as you hit him once. So what you really want is some kind of special weapon with a lot of good just single impact damage. Grenade's kind of alright maybe for that, but I'd rather have the bazooka. I don't know where it is, I somehow missed it. Bazooka is like one of the first weapons you get in the game if you're doing a full, thorough run, but that's not what this was. That's a lot of dudes. It's like a fuck ton of dudes. Grand Grenade might have actually been a good idea here, after all. There's no reason dealing with the enemies since he's just gonna spawn more. There is a limit to how many enemies can spawn, though, just because, you know, limitations of PlayStation hardware and all that. In fact, I think the enemies despawn if you get them far away enough from you. And then, of course, if you stop after every kill to grab all the Zenny, you'll just be stuck here forever. It's like while you're out there grabbing the money, he'll be spawning enemies on you. Oh, you know what? That looks like it could be juicy if we get the bomb right underneath them. So that didn't work. Okay, come on, what the hell? I was locking on and everything. It's a good thing I brought the grenades here. I don't even know how I'd damage this guy otherwise. Oh, you know what? The Buster actually does more DPS if you can actually hit with it. Now I gotta deal with his spawns. Wherever I left them. So unlike... Actually, maybe this guy does respawn. I'll have to check that out, because the other sub-cities, all the enemies respawn if you exit and re-enter. Oh, I definitely rented this game a lot, too, back in the day. Yeah, this has always been one of my favorites, to be honest. In fact, I still own that same rental copy, because that was the main way I got video games back in the day. Not only did I rent them, but I'd also buy them from the rental store once, because, you know, every so often they'd clear out their old stock to make room for new stuff on the shelf. So you could get like their old rental copies of games for like $10 to $20. In fact, I think I still have. I think I still have my old Rogers Video copy of Mega Man Legends. In fact, I'm gonna go over to the shelf and check that out. And that's the thing, is a lot of my old PlayStation games are kind of now somewhat high-value collector items, kind of. Not Mega Man Legends, that one's super common, but like, for example, I've got a copy of Misadventures of Tron Bonne, which supposedly goes for like hundreds of dollars these days, except they're all rental copies in horrible condition, so I probably wouldn't get the collector price for them, which is why I'm just keeping them. You know what? Now that I think of it, was this a rental copy? This actually looks kind of fancy. Oh, you know what it was? I remember now. Man, this was ages ago. But, yeah, because if this were a rental copy, it would have a sticker on it. Yeah, my old Mega Man Legends, my old copy of Mega Man Legends actually broke down on me. Like the disc got scratched or whatever. Wouldn't work anymore, so I had to buy a new one. Well, it's still got the black label on it. I know that's a thing for collectors, is whether you got the black PlayStation logo or the greatest hits version. Should I do some K-Talks TV while I'm here? The balloon room would be super easy now that I've got full Buster upgrades. Or I could just crash the game for nothing. Oh, man. I mean, I guess worst case scenario, we just have to redo the sub-cities, which is fine, because like I've been saying this whole time, they're actually fun. I certainly didn't save after the Caterpillar boss. I don't think I saved after Sub-City 2 either. I think I saved after the first one, though. Yeah, we're stuck. This has happened a couple times over the course of the run so far. I thought it might have been the, like maybe we got a bad ISO dump. But I got a new one after the last stream, and it's still doing this to us. Yeah, I really should. I should have done that. I should have done been doing safety save states once this started happening. Oh well. Like I said, it's a fun game. I don't mind redoing stuff. Also, like that grenade kind of sucks. I want to. Hopefully, I didn't save after dumping all my money into that grenade, because I want to spend it on a different sub-weapon this time.
Good luck!
I don't even know what the save state button is on this emulator. It's been so reliable for every other game I've played. Yeah, this was right before we did Sub-City 2, and also after I upgraded my grenade. I think? Or was it just after we... Yeah, this was just after I blew all my money in the junk store. Yeah, there's our shitty upgraded grenade arm. Ooh, we can upgrade this guy. Costs a lot of... This might actually be the most expensive special weapon in the game to upgrade. Like, even more so than the shining laser. But whatever, we'll take this one for a spin. Yeah, as far as I know, the fastest way to get Zenny in this game is actually to do this area. Actually, did I clear this already? Did I save after doing this? No, we only got the one key. Yeah, I kind of need to buff up the attack on this one before it's going to be useful for us. But yeah, once you get a good enough weapon, you can just breeze through this second sub-city and just farm it for days. Which is basically the way that I upgraded all my special weapons first time I played the game. Not the first time I played the game, but when I used to play this game back in the day. Oh, hey, this thing's actually pretty badass. It's like maybe twice as powerful as my regular Buster. And now I'm gonna get all this money from clearing this area. We can just buff this thing up even further.
Huh? That sounded like a door opening somewhere. I better take a look around. That's 2.
Okay, as fun as it is to clear subset. This honestly might be my favorite just little action set piece in the whole game. Just like a Twilight cityscape crawling with tanks and runner bots. Just such a cool little scene. But I don't want to have to do it a third time, so we will save our game right here. Unless it's going to crash on the memory card read this time. There we go. Not too crazy, at least not around here. I could definitely tell when it happened, because there was a lot of... Because my apartment is right beside kind of a major street. So yeah, I could tell right after it happened, because there was a lot of tires squealing and engines revving and horns honking right afterwards. Which is pretty obnoxious, but it only lasted for about an hour. Personally, I'm not a sports guy at all, so I honestly couldn't possibly give less of a shit that our guys won the... I don't even know what the thing is called, the basketball cup. Because, yeah, you got the Grey Cup, you got the Stanley Cup for football and hockey. I don't know what the name of the trophy is in basketball at all. And then I guess baseball doesn't have a trophy or a cup that you win, but they say the World Series, they call it, you win the World Series. I don't know what you win at the NBA. And soccer is what, the World Cup? Something like that. This is actually going a lot more smoothly with our active buster. I think the next thing I want to upgrade on this thing is actually the energy. I have one friend, actually, who's a big basketball fan, so he was really excited just about the whole deal. Just like as soon as the basketball team made the playoffs. Toronto Raptors, that was it. You know what? I think our Mega Buster still does more damage than the active Buster.
Huh?
Yeah, that went a lot more smoothly this time.
Like a door opening somewhere. I better take a look around. There.
Okay, and I
This should be the
definitely don't want to have to fight this guy again, so we're gonna save right away. After I revisit this place to see if we can refight him. I think he does, actually. I think he respawns. Nope. All the other sub-cities, though, the enemies respawn, so you can farm them at your leisure. Is there anything else we want to do here? Oh yeah, that's right. We ended up with a crash after we talked to her last time, so we gotta talk to her again. There we go. I would not want to have a cleared save file without calling that no talent bitch, no talent bitch. I didn't go to the clothing store to get the red, so there was no point in giving her the good dialogue option. Oh yeah, I guess I didn't comment on it this time through the game. in fact, and I didn't really show it off there either, but the voice for that art museum lady, she sounds exactly like my old French teacher from high school, which kind of weirded me out even back when I was in high school. Because I actually played this game first before I was in high school, so it's like, here I am in high school, and it's like, oh shit, art museum lady is my French teacher. I think the fastest way to the end here is actually through the old city gate. Oh yeah, this is what I was talking about. Whoa! Whoa! It's a dog! Is this the right door? No, actually it isn't. I wanted to go in the sub-gate door. Oh, god damn it. I forgot to get data to, because I was on full health, I didn't think of it, but I gotta get data to refill my weapon energy. Piss off, you mangy mutt. that just pathetic whimper that they let out when you kick him almost makes me feel bad for him. Honestly, I think all of the Mega Man games, even the mainline ones, have really great lab music. Like, I think the lab theme was one of my favorite bits of the Mega Man 8 soundtrack. And honestly, it's Roll's voice that kind of makes it just that much more endearing, too. Sadly, you don't get to hear Roll's voice in the shop in this game. I think maybe you do in Mega Man Legends 2. I think Legends 2 has more voice acting in general, which is saying a lot, because there's quite a bit of it in this game, even so. Especially for the time. Yeah, full voice acting was only just becoming a regular feature in games at around the time this one was released. But yeah, at least as far as I'm concerned, this Metal Gear Solid and Valkyrie Profile all stand out to me as being the PS1 era video games that just had way better voice acting than everything else. All of them, I think, still hold up quite well today. Especially this one, though. I'd say Mega Man Legends may be the best voice work in the whole 32, 64-bit era.
Huh?
Again, not terribly stiff competition for that title, but still. Do I really care to watch this scene? I guess we might as well.
What's happening to me? This is the first time I've ever been here, but I feel like I've seen this before.
So pretty much all of this game's plot
Something
is
telling me
entirely
there's danger
irrelevant up
that
to
it
this
shouldn't be
point.
opened.
Like, this game basically doesn't have any plot that matters up until this point right here. And it's like, oh yeah, this is a video game. We can't just have Halcyon days on a Digouter's adventure. We need to actually, you know, save the world or something. So here's a villain
Man?
for you to fight.
Person?
By the way, this music right here, Juno's theme, is not actually original. This is a Bach organ fugue. Fugue in G minor, I think.
But no matter.
There's actually quite a bit of classical music in this game, but most of it is like incidental,
please forgive me.
like music CDs
You
and
are a
music
purified
boxes and
one,
stuff.
assigned to the direct command of Mother.
And then, yeah, and also the final boss
Designated
music
Mega
for
Man
some
trigger.
reason.
Please forgive me. I did not recognize you in your current configuration.
You know me?
You don't remember?
Actually, just listening to it, I think
see.
this would be fugue in
You have
G
suffered
rather
memory
than
loss,
G minor.
Yes? Then for what purpose have you awakened me? I assume
This is gonna drive me nuts, so I'm gonna look it up on YouTube, and we'll play it after the cutscene's done.
that your reason for coming here is to purge the carbons that have overpropagated.
And as much as I say that this is the
during
closest thing this game has to a
Carbons?
semblance of a plot,
Purge?
none of this actually makes sense
talking
until
about?
you play the sequel.
According to urban military
Like, not all of these
security
mysteries
codes
about
810,
The mystery of the
carbon
island and the
is not
old
allowed to
system and
increase
Mega Man
beyond
Juno,
specified
none of it
limits.
is actually resolved
If
in this
happens,
game. You
let
gotta
it
play
be
the
purged
sequel.
Immediately. My observation, if left unattended, the carbons will reproduce indefinitely. Their numbers will grow, polluting the surface world. They can
Oh,
be
it is
quite
fugue in G
nuisance.
minor.
Carbons.
Guess my ears are broken.
The people on the island!
The carbons fit mass population model B. They are unstable, very difficult to control. Perhaps it would be better to simply reinitialize.
Reinitialize? Now, I haven't understood much of what you've been saying, but when you say reinitialize, do you mean no? Huh?
Oh my.
Regrettably, it would be much simpler if I had the assistance.
Honestly, out of the
efficient
whole
such as
voice
yourself.
cast in this game, I'd
Once
say
my
Mega
task
Man
is
himself is
complete, I shall
probably
inquire
the
as to
weak
presence
link.
of a backup of your memory on
But man,
Earth.
he really
Until then,
put
please
some
know
effort
I am.
into that
Yes, until then.
death stream right here.
It's,
Did you hear that, Diesel?
Yep. Something tells me he's not kidding either. I really think he plans to kill everyone on the island.
Diesel, we've got to do something. We've got to stop him.
That's easier said than done. Besides, do you think we could beat him?
This kind of proves the Bonds to, you know, kind of
What about
be good guys in the
Mega Man?
end. Like, their reaction here isn't, oh shit, we gotta get out of here.
But I can't think of anything better, so...
Or like, oh shit, let's grab all the treasure and scram
Oh,
before he
here's
blows
the
this
problem.
place.
Hey,
It's like, oh shit,
how do
he's
you
gonna kill
stop
the
this
people. We
thing?
gotta save him.
Oh, this? Like this?
Cool, that works.
Mega Man, are you all right?
thanks for your help.
Come on, hurry up! He's getting away!
Right.
It's not over between you and me. I won't forgive you if you die or anything stupid like that, so be careful in there, okay?
Oh.
Right. See you later.
One true pair. I actually no, I still prefer
Don't
roll,
worry,
to be
Tron.
honest.
If anyone can do it, he can.
I know.
You know, I probably could have upgraded this active buster one more time before we went down here. Oh well. Also, why am I even grabbing refractors if we're not going back after this? Oh right, we were going to play Fugue in G. So honestly, there's no romantic connection whatsoever between Mega Man and Roll in this game. It's only in the sequel that the full love triangle plot comes into full focus. And even then, it's not really full focus. It's just kind of a side thing. Okay, this is Fugue in G minor. Any second now, YouTube. There we go. So yeah, this is Juno's theme from this game. I might just let this play instead of the regular final boss music once we get there. Here is the link, if I can... There we go. if you guys want to watch that later. I am not playing the whole thing, but just in case you didn't believe me, yes, it is actual classical music. And it sounds pretty cool. It's a nice little... I think it's reasonably obscure. Like, I have never heard that fugue referenced or just played anywhere outside of this game. Like a lot of other Bach organ fugues do get a fair bit of attention. Like get played in other contexts as like vampire music or whatever. Wow. So this is actually the first appearance of the name Mega Man Juno. I don't think he's actually referred to as Mega Man Juno until later. So much for attention to detail right there. Honestly, this game's attention to detail is pretty good, among most other things. Honestly, why even waste my time with those guys? Oh yeah, he actually dumps a lot of backstory on you if you're curious to hear it right here. Actually, do I really want to save right here? I guess it's obviously too late, but if I did want to carry on this save file and make it a 100% run, it would be faster to just have my save outside the dungeon. These are like really kind of deep philosophical questions here all of a sudden. I never bothered asking for his help up to this point, but usually the questions that you ask him are like, how do I make my weapons stronger? How can I stop losing? What are the different ways I can dodge enemy attacks? And now it's like, what should I do with my life? Are things going to be okay? What am I? And yeah, either way, it just gives you a little pep talk.
It appears I miscalculated the odds of your ability to escape that trap. You are, however, too late. Eden was activated as soon as I entered this room.
Maybe it's just me too, but it looks to me like there's a bit of congruence here between the design of Juno and some of the big enemy robots in the Mega Man Zero series. Which would make sense because this game follows from the Mega Man Zero series if you look at the chronology of the different Mega Man. Oh, we haven't had this happen before. Crashing in the middle of a cutscene. Okay, there we go.
Once that command is received, the 10,000 workers aboard...
Like just the design of him with like the detached arms and
work will be completed
long flowing hair and all that. Like he looks a little bit like the fake X who was the final boss of the original Mega Man Zero. And yeah, that makes perfect sense because those robots went on to kind of sort of become these robots. I like how this is supposed to be a scene of dread and foreboding as this giant cylinder comes down. I guess it's really just a hexagonal prism, really. PlayStation couldn't really do cylinders properly. It can't be round, it has to have some number of sides on it.
Now that Eden has been activated, Any further interference
But yeah,
from
despite
me
the
will remain on file.
yeah, just
Thus
terror
tarnishing
and
my
dread
operating record.
that the townspeople must
Fortunately,
feel, they
you
still
are
only
suffering
have
from
the
memory
one
loss
stupid
and
placid
fragmentation.
smile expression on their faces.
Therefore, as keeper of this island, I hereby exercise my
Also, what the
prerogative
hell is
of
Mega Man
correctional
looking at here?
dispensation.
Prerogative of correctional? What?
He's just kind of spacing out because he doesn't understand a
I
word
will
this guy's
exercise my
saying.
authority to terminate your program.
Yeah, we'll see about that. Ooh, yeah, I think that confirms that
Ready?
Active Buster does less damage than just the Mega Buster.
Most impressive.
Honestly, circle strafing isn't even really that necessary for this fight. You can just kind of sidestep most of his attacks.
Ready?
That health bar is deceptive, by the way. This guy
How about this?
has quite a lot of defense. I guess that's the one attack that you can't just... that one you can't just sidestep. I forgot to buy my armor. Oops. Okay, this might be cutting it close after all in the end here.
Ready?
Actually, I think that might be even with the armor upgrade, because I'm pretty sure I did buy it.
Defend yourself.
That's right, I only took the second armor upgrade, not the third.
Give up. How about this? Oh. What was that?
Okay, now we basically got a perfect the second phase.
My. It would appear that I have made an error.
I almost wish that he didn't have a second form, because that would be just awesome last words right there.
No!
You were nearly successful in terminating my life support subroutine functions. But do not be disappointed. It appears it will take longer than anticipated for Eden to reach its optimal altitude. If you can terminate me before then, you will be able to stop it. Assuming you are capable of deactivating me.
This kind of reminds me of final boss from Mega Man X. It doesn't really look the same or anything, but just like the intro to it, where the head just floats up and attaches to the giant body in the background. Though honestly, that head meshes
Are you
not that
ready?
well with that body compared to Sigma with Wolf Sigma. This fight, you kind of do have to circle strafe. I had it, and because I was too stupid to know how to circle strafe as a kid, I had a hell of a time with this fight. This took me ages. I was so frustrated. Yeah, I think it's about equal. Buster versus active Buster. You can see how his gun kind of homes in on his head sometimes. I wonder if you do extra damage. Because some bosses do have weak points like that. That did 0 damage. One nice little detail here, too, is I like how the sort of reverb and echo is just removed from his voice in this second phase. It's like, oh, now things are serious. Oh boy, perfect positioning for this one. Thankfully, I just remembered that, oh, no, this is, yeah, we did not go to the shop. Oops. Oops, forgot about that, too. And that's the game. Actually, not quite. We got one of those fun epilogue sequences where we get to go around town and talk to all of our old friends. Except they're not our friends
It
this time
appears I was
because
in
we
error,
didn't
assuming that a
do any of the
bureaucratic
side
model such as
quests.
myself would be able to place you in hand-to-hand combat. However, I was successful in keeping you occupied long enough for Eden to achieve optimal altitude.
I feel like there was very little hand-to-hand in that last combat there. In fact, Mega Man doesn't even have hands. At least not with certain sub-weapons. He's just got 2 guns for arms.
This is
which is
Mega Man
hilarious.
Juno, Bureaucratic Model 3rd Class. Authorization number 8677. Requesting a reinitialization of this island's systems and a memory backup of its bureaucratic systems.
Stop! Stop it!
If you wish to shoot me, please do not hesitate.
This looks kind of
My
weird.
program has already been backed up in Eden's central core. I eagerly await my next activation.
Kind of an underwhelming explosion there for such a epic final boss fight.
Mega Man Juno complete. Execution of Catalog's reinitialization program will commence in 100 seconds.
What should I do?
Interrupt command. Priority command read.
So it looks like a big crisis. Like, oh my god, what's gonna happen? How are we gonna get out of this one?
Malfunction. Bureaucratic model 3rd
Yeah.
class Juno has been
Deus
deactivated
Ex
by Mega
Monkey,
Man Trigger
right
as per
here.
Ordinance 103. Mega Man Trigger hereby requests the indefinite postponement of the previous reinitialization order and the deletion of bureaucratic model Juno's backup data. Trigger hereby assumes all bureaucratic authority for the district and will petition Mother for guidance at a future date.
Command reroute acknowledged. Priority given to Purifier First Class's command. Eden resuming standby mode and returning to pre-designated coordinates. Deleting log of Purifier First Class's correspondence as required.
Personally, I think they should have added like a little death scream or something from Juno here after she mentions the bit about deleting his log.
Data?
There's nothing to worry about anymore, Mega Man. Everything should return to normal shortly.
Cool. Are you gonna explain anything that just happened there?
Who I am?
I'm your peripheral memory storage device. You originally created me so your memory couldn't be scanned by Mother too. I can't tell you anything.
Oh, the vacant expression on his face is just
Soon
priceless.
I'll be able to tell you everything. What you are, why you lost your memory, your original function, and mission.
Buy the sequel, kids.
Mega Man! Blasted contraption! Oh,
Honestly, he says that as if it's like, oh yeah, I know all this stuff, and I'm just gonna tell it to you. But he doesn't really, not until the end of the second
working on
game.
the radio forever, but couldn't get it to work.
Mega Man, you won't believe what we saw. I'm glad these old eyes of mine lasted long enough to see it.
Wait, are those his old eyes? Was he born with those eyes? They look kind of fucked up.
Mega Man, are you all right?
Oh, it's nothing. Really. I'm sorry that I scared you.
You're always running off like that, making me worry myself sick over you. But somehow, I know.
Yeah, look
you'll
at him. He's got
always
like
make it
robot
back.
eyes.
I have faith in you.
Thanks. See you soon. Data, let's go.
Ready? Mega Man?
Ready.
Well, anytime you are.
Thanks, Ro.
Tell me, do you really have to go so soon? After all you've done for us, please stay a while longer.
We have done absolutely nothing for them except
We don't want to stay.
press a button to awaken an ancient disaster that almost wiped out the island.
To take care of, right?
Yep.
That's right. Besides, now that we've got a refractor for the flutter, it's time for us to go.
If you must go, won't you at least come to town and say goodbye to everyone?
I suppose we should at least say goodbye, eh? Hey,
I wasn't
Mega Man,
going to bother with this, but now that I think of it, I'm a bit curious
So much
to see how things will be different since I haven't done any of the side quests. Because normally every time I play this game, I go for the full 100% run. So it's like, yeah, what's the vegetables store guy gonna say? Now that we didn't rescue his pregnant wife and she's just wandering around there somewhere. Is she wandering around there somewhere? Is it just like we go out here and she's like giving birth to the baby out in the wilderness? Nope. I don't know. I guess she got eaten by stray dogs or something. Actually, what do they say if I try to go in the ruins? Well, of course I never need to do digging. Trying to go down there because I want to. Can I still kick the can? Oh, it looks like she made it out all right. Anyways. My being here or not doesn't matter at all. Oh, okay, she just never goes into labor. Oh, it's probably because I never talked to the guy to, Wait, what? I thought this was his wife. That's weird. Okay, so I never talked to the guy to initiate the side quest to search for his pregnant wife, so he's still acting as if he doesn't know where she is. But she's right here. Whatever. It's fine. She's not dead. Was not eaten by stray dogs. Quest is not technically failed, so I'm fine with this outcome. Still got it. I did recycle it. The jet lag bakery lady can use it for whatever she wants now. Oh, I never got to show off the CD shop. Really good tunes in there if you care to check them out. So these guys never got their clubhouse. Okay, and yeah, we never became a member of the gang, so this is different. But I'm still heroic, so it's fine. This lady... yeah, she just basically hits on you throughout the whole game. Who else do we want to talk to whose lives we have basically fucked up by not solving their problems? Never helped out the inspector. You were taking care of everything yourselves anyways. I did not. Okay, so police detective still says the same thing. Oh, the subsidies are gone. Hospital girl is nowhere to be seen. Oh, her legs are still broken. That's so sad. I mean, can't I just dump the rest of my money on the mayor right now to make her upgrade the hospital? Aww. So one of the side quests is to help out Hospital Girl here to fix her gimpy leg. Who else? How else have we fucked up? Oh yeah, museum lady never actually got back to the museum. I hope she's not still angry about the whole no talent thing. Okay, good. She's got a lot on her mind. I guess that's probably for the best. I don't think we're actually allowed to go anywhere else. Yeah, I think that's it. Oh, we never made the serve burger either. Oh, this truly is the worst of all possible timelines. I might have to reload my save here and just do some random stuff just to do it, just to show it off. Although it is getting late. Although it's not like I really have anything to do tomorrow other than stream again. This guy is worthless. Oh, this is the TV guy. Yeah, I never got his race show started. Oh, we never helped out the bank guy. He's lost his life savings now. He will never build that house. Man, this feels like a horrible ending now. It's like, what were we even doing here if we weren't finding paper bag guy's life savings and fixing hospital girl's leg? What was it all for?
See you later, Amelia.
There we go. You can tell that the ship is fully fixed now because they got that bottom fin back on. That was the one that let us fly between islands, apparently. So yeah. I really do think it helps the just adding to the charm of this game. The fact that you have just one cozy little town with a fixed number of NPCs and they all have their own little side quests and update their lines over the course of the story and everything. The sequel doesn't have any of that at all. They expand the scope of it, they add more towns and more islands and everything, but none of them are as well fleshed out as Catalox was in the first game. Honestly, it makes such a difference that I'd say that's probably the main reason that I still like the original better than the sequel.
Don't ever forget that I'll always believe in you, okay?
Misadventures of Tron Bonne, though, is pretty close. I like Misadventures of Tron Bonne a lot.
Mega Man!
Okay.
I did actually play through that one last year.
Roll left! Left!
Yeah, about a year and a half ago. When I was first starting up the stream. Oh, look at them. They look like a whole bunch. They look like a lot of incredibly... I don't know what to call that. It's like everybody's all 8-bit.
Heroes are taking off, heading for new adventures. As you can see, the people of Catalox have come out to send them off and wish them well.
Hey, everybody!
Catalox news anchor, professional ventriloquist as well.
They were all really nice people. Maybe we'll come back here and see them again.
Yeah, totally.
Okay, setting new course.
That'll be Mega Man Legends 3. We'll come back to Catalox and see everyone again. Also, maybe it's just me, but the back of the flutter, especially from that one camera angle with the wings cut off, looks like some kind of weird, like, googly-eyed owl face. Or you know what it is? It looks kind of like Rangda Bangda from Mega Man X2. Like the two big round eyes and the nose in the center. Or I guess, yeah, Mega Man X, yeah. So the Japanese. Cool. This is an awesome time for the game to crash. If the game is actually crashing right now, I might actually go back and redo the final boss fight, because I think the epilogue is worth seeing. What a horrible place to crash. Fuck. You know what? It'll go by. It'll take like not even 5 minutes to redo all of this. If I'm skipping the cutscenes, we're gonna do it. I was saying something about the Japanese. I remember the start of that sentence. You know, the Japanese.
You know.
Whatever. There really can be no good end to that sentence, anyways. The Japanese title of this game was Rockman Dash. And Dash is an acronym, as it turns out. One of those weird... something that Japanese people like to do in a lot of music, and especially video games, is just throw together random English words. And so, sure enough, the title of this stream is actually the words that comprise the acronym DASH. DASH stands for Digouter's Adventure Story in Halcyon Days. Apparently, the D is the days is silent or invisible or whatever.
Ready?
It's kind of funny though. I say randomly mashing English words together. They actually do a pretty good job of it. Like, often these kind of weird sounding like mashups of English words that the Japanese come up with to describe their various video games and systems and stuff are usually pretty descriptive. They just kind of sound weird. Like, personally, I think Digouter's Adventure Story in Halcyon Days is literally a perfect description of what Mega Man Legends is. Like, that is the game right there. That's the sales pitch. It's like if you ask someone for a 5-word description of what Mega Man Legends is all about. There it is. Digouter's Adventure Story in Halcyon Days. Oh, I fucking killed him and he hit me back. That's against the rules. There's another one for a game at around this time. It wasn't the title of a game, but a game system. So I can't remember exactly what it was describing, but there was like the open world system in Shenmue was called the free system, or no, it was the genre of game. That's right, they were inventing a new genre, which was like the type of open world game that Shenmue was. It's like, oh, Shenmue is gonna kick off this new genre that we're gonna call free. Where free... Oh, you know what that was? That was me having no helmet actually killed me there. Normally you can't die from... basically your life gets reduced to 0 no matter what, and then you die. You always get that last hit. But getting knocked to the ground and hitting your head takes off half a bit of life. Unless you're wearing the helmet, which we're not, because we're stylish. But, you know, style has its price, and we just died because of it. So that was embarrassing. But anyways, yeah, so Shenmue is technically a free game, where free... Oh, do I remember this? It's something like fully reactive eyes entertainment, which is not exactly a perfect description of what Shenmue is all about. Honestly, they almost got it. Like, I like the word free as a description for what Shenmue's about. Like, the acronym works. And I like fully reactive. Although I can't say that eyes really helps describe anything.
Ready? Oh, not good enough.
I'm trying to think of other examples, but I can't.
What was that?
Oh, you know what? There was one, what was it? It was a small company that made one of the games that I Let's Played on the YouTube a while back. I can't remember which one. I think it might have been Aladdin. The Master System version of Aladdin was by a company called Sims, I think it was. Where Sims stands for something like software innovation multi-success? Something like that.
My. It would appear that I have made an error.
Okay, let's not die this time. Oh, that's not a good start. You know what? Just to make sure that we don't end up having to redo this, just because it'll help a little bit, I'm gonna put on the helmet just for this fight. That'll be our one edge over Juno here, is we've got a helmet and he doesn't. Only one of us is protected. One of us is, yeah, like fully armored and got this massive, horrific nightmare body, but one of us is protected from hits to the head. See, that would have killed me right there if I weren't wearing the helmet. Maybe. Should be starting his desperation attack soon. Although maybe not. I think he's able to use it beyond a certain point, but he doesn't always use it. There he goes. Oh, this is bad. Too close to the wall. I think we got this. This is fine. Okay, that was a bit more exciting than the first time we did that fight. Okay, I don't know if the final cutscene is skippable or not. So we need to take the helmet back off so we look stylish for it. Yep, we said goodbye. Goodbye.
Thank you so much for your help.
Yeah, this is unskippable.
Take care of yourselves.
Bye. Take care.
Goodbye.
See you later, Amelia.
So I guess we're going to kind of pretend to skip it. And I'm just going to skip out and go to the bathroom, because we saw this already. Oh, so we're not done the stream for the night, I don't think. I'm going to play something else after this. I don't know what yet. Oh, you know what? I might show off some of those Steam games that I picked up last week, because I've been trying those out a bit, and they're kind of fun. Yeah, I'll show off some Yet Another Hero Legend, or whatever it was.
After all that, we still didn't find out anything about your mom and dad. Or the mother lode.
Well, it can't be helped. It's not like we meant to come here in the first place, right? But everything worked out in the end, right?
Yeah.
Hey, Mega Man, did something happen while you were underground?
Huh? Yeah. Well, not really. Don't worry about it.
Well, I don't know, but don't ever forget that I'll always believe in you, okay?
Roll.
Mega Man, roll! Look outside! The island!
Mega Man,
Okay.
what is it?
Whoa! Roll left! Left!
Huh? Okay. Hey, isn't that...
They all came to see us off.
Thank you so much! Thank you! Bye-bye!
I hope those of you at home are watching. Our brave heroes are taking off, heading for new adventures. As you can see, the people of Catalogs have come out to send them off and wish them well.
Hey, everybody!
They were all really nice people. Maybe we'll come back here and see them again.
Yeah.
Okay, setting new course. Here we go!
Did I miss anything? Oh no, we're just in time to see the creepy Rangda Bangda face again. La-da-da-da. Oh yeah, I had another thing to say about the Japanese version of this game. The ending music is completely different in the Japanese version. In fact, I assume that anyone who's watching this right now has probably played the game already and is familiar with it. So, we're actually gonna mute this, and I will play the Japanese ending music, because it's actually kind of nice. Although I like this. I like what they did with the North American version, because, you know, all of the Japanese game studios had their own, like, big sound studios with their big name composers and musicians, vocalists, like full sound studios. And so they were equipped for like original theme songs and that kind of thing. Whereas the American studios, not so much. They just kind of threw together stuff like this where you play voice clips from the game with some basic MIDI music.
We get back, you're in a lot of trouble.
I think it was this one. Shit, I can't remember what it was called. I think it's this one here. Your wind is blowing. Yeah, so we'll just mute this and play the Japanese ending music. Which you guys may not have heard before. You know, it was really Capcom and Konami, I think, were the main Japanese game companies that had their own like big sound production studios. They put out all kinds of like vocal albums, had vocal themes that were kind of big features of their games. And naturally all of that gets stripped out of the American versions because all the music is in Japanese. I really should play the Japanese version of this game someday, just to check out, I don't know, the voice acting. That'd be really the only thing I would get out of it. Man, they had a lot of AI programmers. I don't recognize any of the names in the credits here. I don't think anyone super famous worked on the Mega Man Legends games, other than, I think it's Hideki Ishikawa is pretty famous as a character designer, but other than that, I don't know any of these people. Oh, until we get to the list of the English voice actors, I will have heard of at least a few of them. Or did I miss the English voice actors already when I was going for the ending music? I think I did. Oops. And then Breath of Fire 3, all of a sudden, for some reason. I have no idea what the Breath of Fire 3 Special Rescue Team was, or how they were involved with this game. Anyways, I think we're approaching the end of the credits here. Yeah, we got this started up a little late. Oh yeah, I guess Keiji Inafune, he's kind of famous. I guess I've heard of him. Although, honestly, I wouldn't have before the whole Mighty Number 9 Kickstarter and debacle and everything. Actually, we need to close this so that we can hear the epilogue. Because this is the whole reason we're here. This is the reason I had to redo the final boss fight, is to see this.
Well, there they go. Not a care in the world. Hey, Tron! Can't this thing go any faster?
No, it can't. I had to gather up all the spare parts from everything he blew up to build this.
That's right! That's right!
We'll just have to rough it until we get to the next island. If we sell what we found, we'll get back what we lost and then some. We'll live like kings!
Oh, I never noticed they got that little pirate flag up top there.
Who would have thought there was such a huge refractor down there, and all we had to do was just wander in and pick it up? I told you we'd have the last laugh.
That's assuming we make it to the next island without sinking. Oh well, at least he's in a good mood.
I think this is the perfect ending to this game. Honestly, I think this would have been a better ending to the series as opposed to the stupid cliffhanger at the end of Mega Man Legends 2. I almost wish, to be honest, that Mega Man Legends 2 had just never happened. The disappointment at never seeing a proper sequel it wouldn't have been quite so bad if this had just been the last of Mega Man Legends that we ever saw. I guess it's got the to be continued there. Whatever. It doesn't hurt as badly as leaving it here as it did leaving it stranded on the moon at the end of Legends 2. Yeah, that wasn't even 4 hours. Like, yeah, friggin' barely over 3.5. So, I don't know, do I even care to show off these crappy little Steam games? I think I might just go to bed. We got a few people watching, so I'll stick to my word here. I don't know what category to go under, though. Like, I don't think there's a category for yet another hero legend. So, I guess we'll call it retro? Or is there just a generic games category? Oh, there is too. I've never seen this before. Yeah, there's a category on Twitch for games and demos.
Endless water.
So yeah, we'll use that.
Out a living on the small patches of land that remain above the sea. The people of this world rely on ancient technology, driven by quantum refractors, a powerful energy source. These refractors lie in ancient
There we go. We're going to play
caves
some
under the
random
land,
Steam new releases that
and
I
are sought out by
picked out when I was doing my Steam release roundup last week, which is kind of a new series that I'm trying out here. I'll do another one tomorrow where I basically just look at every new game that came out on Steam for the last week and just check out the store page and give a thumbs up or a thumbs down, evaluate the trailers and all that good stuff. So we want to go sidebar here. Now, I don't have these prepared. Whoa! So let's fix that for starters. There we go. I just muted the audio for you guys just to spare you.